Welcome to this new tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to use the quick flight mode of the Blue Eye eTechlog app. First of all, open the Blue Eye app and log in. If you successfully log in, the system opens on the Select Aircraft page. Tap on the aircraft that is about to perform the flight. Update the device's information thanks to the cloud, then you will be able to work offline. The system is loading the list of pilots, the technicians working on the aircraft, the MRO workshops registered in the address book, the due list of the aircraft, the last 5 sent tech logs of the aircraft, and some other information. Go to the eTechlogs page. To create a new log, tap on the plus button. On the right side of the screen, you have the feature called Quick Flight Mode that we're now going to use. If you tap on this button, you access the list of open discrepancies of the aircraft. If you have used de-icing, tap here to indicate the type, the mixture, the start time, and the holdover time. Tap Done. The color of the button changes and the countdown of the holdover time starts. There are different boxes to fill in. Tap here to select who performed the pre-flight inspection. You can type the pilot's code name or tap the icon to display the list of the pilots registered in the address book. Same procedure for the time. The format is hour, hour, minute, minute. Tap here to sign the pre-flight. Tap here to sign the acceptance of the captain. On the left-hand side, a new flight box has been created, and below the system has automatically generated one engine daily operation for each engine installed. By default, the crew selected will be the same as the one of the previous flight recorded on that aircraft. To modify it, tap on the box. Delete crew members by swiping left. Add new crew members. Change their role. Tap Done to validate. Then you access the packs list. Add the adapted amount of passengers. The system will calculate the standard pax weight automatically. The remaining fuel is taken from the last flight performed. If you did an uplift, you can specify it. Empty weight is automatically filled based on the information you set up on the desktop version. The crew weight is based on the previous flight information and can be corrected if needed. The total weight is displayed here and is compared to the max takeoff weight. If the value exceeds the maximum takeoff weight, you get an alert. The status feed is progressively updated and the actions are listed. To start the flight, tap Start Engine. The system locates you and displays the list of the nearest airports and heliports. Pick your location or type the name of the airport. Tap Block Off and Take Off when you're ready. As soon as you tap on Takeoff, the flight timer starts. Once you've landed, tap on Landing. Either you go back to the parking or you perform another flight. This will start the timer again and add a new flight box. A window pops up to ask you the after-flight information of the first flight, the location, the time of the end of the flight duration, the fuel remaining, the amount of landings if there are more than one, and the amount of touch and goes if applicable. If the PAX list has changed, you can modify the information by tapping on the box and enter the new amount of passengers. Landing, block on, stop engine, indicate the remaining fuel and tap Done. After the flight, if needed, you can specify if particular equipment has been used or if specific flight operations have been performed using the generic counters associated with the aircraft. The system automatically filled the classic TechLog form. You can manually modify any field. Tap on Validate Flight to validate the recorded information. The form will disappear and you can tap Done to return to the TechLogs list. Tap Send Now if you're connected to the internet. Send as draft is the equivalent of leaving a hard copy of the TechLog on the ground before taking off. Send final version when the log is completed and you want to close it. The log went from the Not Sent section to the Retrieved from Server section and is now available on desktop. The Quick Flight mode is an option on the Blue Eye app. If you do not want to use it, you can open the settings of your iPad or iPhone and select Blue Eye and tap on the toggle Show Quick Flight Mode to hide it. This is now the end of this tutorial. We hope it will help you to work more efficiently. Do not hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be the first to discover our next exclusive videos.